Welcome back to the coolest podcast for all of your angel news. I am your host, Lotus. I hope everyone has been divine. I personally have been moving and grooving and flowing and shining oh so bright. I know I've been feeling good, my friends. I have been laser focused lately at the moment. Nothing can stop me. I am literally on the rise, my friends, and it feels so good. Oh, life is exciting. So if I'm feeling like this, chances are you are feeling like you moving and grooving and awesome as well. So hello, hello, hello. Oh, what a great time to be alive. So welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone, like I said, has been absolutely divine. I haven't posted in a while, which honestly I didn't even realize. I've been so laser focused on my projects that I've been working on, which I'm going to kind of dive in a little bit for a second. But I've just been so laser focused on those, I didn't even realize how long it's been. Oh man, so I know y'all miss me. But it's beautiful that I have such a tribe that I can like actually have people who, want to hear me out. So I thank you for that. So I've watched a few channels on YouTube, okay, of other creators, content creators, kind of a little bit like me. I mean, there's no one quite like me. Let's put it, I'm pretty out there. It's so honest though. So there's not really content creators exactly like me, but there's a few people out there that can kind of be in the same category as me, right? And because there's only really a few select good few people out there who do light language and who even do the Reiki ASMR stuff. It's getting more popular now as more people are becoming holistic healers, which is awesome. I'm so thankful for it. We really do need more healers because more people who heal themselves and become healers will also help the world heal, which it's a beautiful time right now because the world's waking up. So the more people that we can get out there to heal will also continue to help this wave of healers who are waking up and shamans who are waking up. Oh gosh, it's beautiful. It really is a great time to be alive for those of us who are here in our soul tribe and for those of us here on earth. Some people can look at the what's going on and see some of the chaos and think, oh my gosh, this is a terrible time to be on here. And then there's warriors who are aware like us and we're looking at it and we're like, yes, it's a great time to be alive because I'm looking at all the darkness head on and I'm just like, man, look how powerful I am. I can transmute all of that. So bring it on. You know what I mean? Like we all look at life at a different perspective. So it's just all about a perspective though, right? So I personally have been watching a few other creators, right? And everybody seems to have like this tribal name for all of their members in their soul tribe, right? And I kind of have been thinking for months now what I really want to call our tribe. And coincidentally, right as I've been thinking about this, and I mean like really been thinking about it, looking at designs, figuring, like really diving into it, one of our beautiful soul tribe members, shout out to you, you know exactly who you are, reached out to me and actually suggested that we call ourselves the Lotus Clan. And oh my gosh, it just struck me, a chord inside of me, and I just felt the instant connection and I fell in love. And yes, it felt amazing and right, and it goes perfect and right in alignment, I feel like, with what I've been working on behind the scenes right now. And it was really easy for me for that decision when I did decide, like, yes, this is what we're going with. I immediately started to get on the design. I just started flowing, and that's how I know it's just perfect for our tribe, and it worked. Like, it really was perfect. Because I've been trying for a while to like really figure that out. So I'm really, really excited about it. And of course, I already created the merchandise for it. So, so all of you who I know I haven't been posting on here in a while, but just know that even if you don't see me posting videos, I am not working. I am constantly in flow and building a kingdom for all of us to one day be a part of. And the kingdom doors that everything I've been building on is actually going to be opening very soon. So I am so excited. And thank you all so very much for joining me on my beautiful path that I am on right now. For all of you tuning in right now, thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for your evolution so far in your life, for you to even be at the caliber you are, to even understand what I am saying now. Thank you. Very beautiful individuals. You should be all inspired by each other because you guys are just amazing. So for all of my beautiful loyal supporters out there and members who are tuning in right now, and for everyone who is curious or interested in Lotus Clan merchandise, you can check out that design that is now available at my store at lotusevolutionary.com/store. So for all of you tuning in right now and you feel like you are ready to take the next step in a direction, but you're not really sure what direction because you know there's an entire path that you're supposed to go down, but maybe it hasn't quite, like you can feel it inside of you, but it hasn't quite shown itself yet. You know what I mean? Like if any of you have been feeling like that, all right, in your soul, that you know that moment is coming. So you've kind of been on the lookout now, looking to see where that path is because you know that any second now it might possibly show up and form itself. Well, they do say that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And here I am. So for everyone who is interested in becoming a Reiki master or even a grandmaster, the beginner level of your Reiki training will soon be available. Now, I don't want to release the exact date for the program yet because I don't want to jinx myself, and you know, everybody knows that haters are always around, enemies always close by. So because of that, I don't want to say a date and then not make it because of people trying to, you know, send evil magic, black magic, all that crap. Like I don't want to jinx myself and ruin it. But this is what I'm already working on. So the written part of it is already done. So it doesn't matter. I'm literally just kind of waiting for other people at this point. Okay. This next little part that I need to do for finishing creating the entire Reiki level 1 certification program is me just kind of working now with other people. It's going to require teamwork at this point. It's going to require all of us to come together because I need to get a few different models that are going, like I'm waiting on their schedule in a sense so that they can come over and I can take pictures of them. And then I have a few people I'm also going to be doing sessions on already this week. So they said that they would allow me, because I need to get people's consent to that they're going to be on camera, because they're going to be part of my program and they're going to be like permanently, like I'm creating little videos showing you guys how to do full sessions and how to fully heal yourself, like the self-healing treatments. And you guys are also going to get visual pictures as well, because I personally, like, everybody learns in different ways. So I'm trying to incorporate as many different ways I can teach you guys by like actually putting all the information out there, writing it all out, showing diagrams of things, showing pictures of things, and performing actual videos themselves, showing you. And that way you can truly get any, you know, all of you can truly grasp what I'm trying to say as well. So every Reiki master personally is different, okay? Just as every individual is different. I personally am a very traditional individual, so I reflect this the same in my teaching style with my Reiki, all right? So I personally focus on the original teachings of Dr. Miko Yushi. Many people involved with Reiki believe that the techniques we use today for healing were first used in India by Buddha and later by Jesus or Yahweh. Others look back even further to the civilizations of Atlantis or even the Egyptian time period for the birth and development of Reiki. Of course, without written proof, we can only really speculate how humanity has actually learned to harvest and develop this universal life force energy. But as for me personally, I teach Reiki from this very traditional, ancient way. And of course, I have to put my own sparkle on it, my own polish on it, all right? And I believe I've been creating a masterpiece. And that's what I've been doing behind the scene. in my opinion, you know what I mean? I've just been creating a masterpiece, or what I would consider to be the gateway to a whole new world and lifestyle I am building for all of you. I'm literally creating my kingdom. The door to my kingdoms will soon be open. Like, we are weeks away, and I'm so excited about this. So for everyone who doesn't want to get certified and become a Reiki master or a grandmaster, all right, 1000% okay. Maybe you're curious though about learning some of the techniques about becoming, you know, a Reiki master and stuff like that, and the journey of the beginning journeys of Reiki, all right? And I'm also in the process of writing a textbook called Becoming the Shodan, which will be everything about the Reiki manual, basically, for Reiki level 1. And of course, if you want to actually learn in depth about Reiki level 1, you are going to need to take my program, all right? Because there is some things that you just shouldn't, well, I was always taught that there's just some information that is sacred, so you shouldn't just tell everybody, only those who are truly interested, and only of those on the path of becoming an actual Reiki master. Just like when I do Reiki level 2, when I write the book for that, there will only be the basic master symbols I'm going to place in the book, because like I said, this information is sacred and not everybody should. There's a reason why, and it's not that not everybody should learn this information, because you very much should, and that's why I'm going to encourage, of course, my program. But there's just some things that those who really want to know that information and harness that kind of power will take that path towards it then. And that's just kind of how it is. And for those of you who can't really harness that kind of power or those abilities or even that conscious level, well, typically that's why you're curious about it, but you're not really wanting to dive into it. And for those who try to bypass it, well, that just isn't possible. You know what I mean? But my beginner course for Reiki, okay, for those of you who are interested, not only are you going to be learning the traditional teachings, okay, of Dr. Mikawi Yushi, all right, I also will be activating your hand chakras so you can begin self-healing treatments on yourself and basic Reiki healing on others. You will learn how to perform a full Reiki session on a client if you choose to take the path of Reiki as a career, and you will attune yourself to the Reiki level 1 energies. Some people don't go further than Reiki level 1 because Reiki level 1 unlocks the healer within you. But for those of you who are interested in becoming a Reiki master or even a grandmaster, and even pursue Reiki as an actual career, these are the people who normally go on to Reiki level 2 and 3, just depending on what you're really looking for in your life. Some people start the journey and surprise themselves and wind up fully going the full yard and becoming a grandmaster. But, you know, we're all different though. But enough about kind of the projects that I have been working on. I am now actually going to share this beautiful angelic transmission I have coming in right now from the Arcturian Council. And we're just going to dive right into these angelic downloads that I have for all of you here in the collective. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in so far and for listening to me ramble on kind of about what I have been doing behind this, like what I've been creating behind the scenes for all of you. I'm really excited this year because I have big plans for myself, and I'm proud of myself for staying so laser focused, because I've been like really, the amount I've been getting done in the short period of time, I'm very proud of myself for doing. Like, I really am like focused and it's nice. It's a beautiful feeling. So all right, but we're going to go ahead and dive right into this angelic transmission. Okay, this is going to be from the Arcturian Council of the 9D. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are your biggest supporters and the ones you can always turn to in a time of crisis. We are always available to you, even if you have no sense of us, no feeling of our presence. Remember, that you can take on our word for it, as we are interdimensional beings and do not have a physical location in space and time, because we are non-physical. That means we are consciousness itself. Everything is consciousness, expressing itself as energy. That includes you, which means you have some sort of physical illness or ascension symptom that is troubling you physically. It serves you very well to remember that you are not just skin and bones, organs, hair, muscle. You are so much more than that. You are consciousness itself, expressing itself as energy. And some of that energy is merging together into the physical body to give you a sense of belonging in a particular place, which is here on Earth at this time. The expression itself is you. You are expressing yourself through this physical body. When you admit to yourself that you are more than just your physical body, then it becomes easier for you to heal yourself on all levels. You must recognize you are the consciousness that is creating the experience of a body, which means you can change the infinite and external nature, which staying in your body and feeling yourself more as light that is shining from within the physical body that you think of as yours. Change your perspective of self, and this will change everything. There are many people who are eager to have a light body and a crystallized body, and we want you to know that the best way to achieve this is by acknowledging that you are the light that is expressing itself in a different form at this time. Your mind makes a big difference in the way you experience yourself and your life. Remember, you are the light. You are that star that is shining oh so bright from the inside out. That's what makes so many people divinely drawn to you. And that's what makes you a beautiful, divine soul. This is why so many people stare at you for absolutely no reason when you go out in public. This is because of your divine essence that is shining from the inside out. Your beauty and your vibration you give off is what the world is in need of at this time. It is time to express your true essence. Many blessings. The Arcturian Council. Now, basically, for those who it might take a second to process some of those light codes that were inside that beautiful transmission from the Arcturian Council. But basically what the Arcturian Council was getting at was, don't hold yourself back. Don't wait for anyone else to be ready to shift into this higher consciousness that, some of us are still waiting for, almost like the masses. It's almost like we still have, there's a small bit of us here in the collective that are still there's something that is still holding them back. It's almost like they're still anchored into something that is fear-based. And as soon as you allow yourself to truly shift, make that conscious mindset that you are going, declare it, that you are really going to let go of that fear and transmute and alchemize that fear. Because that's what a lot of us right now, it's not that we need to necessarily let go of something, it's that we need to transmute that energy of fear. There's a lot of people right now that, because we are beacons of light, remember that yes, you are going to attract other like-minded individuals, but also because of the caliber that we are also going to attract the opposite of what we are at that caliber as well. And every level, there's new devils, right? But every time we face those new devils and we learn our lessons, the more that we just continue to level up in this game of life that we are all playing, right? But for all of us out there right now, I just want you to remember that it's important to understand that we are the ones here transmuting this energy. And sometimes we get down on ourselves and it could feel like the world is crashing in on us because we have such a huge responsibility. But when you feel that way, just take a step back and remember, you're not doing this alone. It just feels like that because you're taking on so much darkness that you haven't transmuted inside of you that it's making you feel that way. So when you haven't taken the time to release that energy or to transmute that energy, you start to go a little mad within yourself, and especially because we are light itself. And when we are filled with too much darkness, well, that's not us. So of course it's going to cause some chaos within us, and anything that happens within us is going to be reflected outside in our world, right? And you might all of a sudden start seeing other people around you be affected, so it may not necessarily happen directly to you, but then you notice that your energy might start affecting other people. Because remember, we are conscious creators. Therefore, we are always, we are the architects of this world. We are constantly affecting other people around us, regardless if you are aware of that or not. You truly are a beacon of light that at all times are affecting everything and everyone around you. You are that powerful vortex. And the more that you can become aware of what you are emitting and who you are affecting and the impact that you truly have on others, you can truly allow yourself to step into that leadership role that the Heavenly Father wants you to step into, Just be mindful that this is an individual journey of self-love that we must all undergo and allow a transformation in our life to occur. In the midst of our transformation usually is when we begin to finally find our true soul tribe. And by the time we've come out of that transformation, or what some would call the dark night of the soul, we're headed in a new direction because our perspective has changed and we've elevated in some way, shape, or form. So my friends, what many don't realize is we are interdimensional beings. So because of that, everything happens within us first. You must understand who you are within yourself so that you can truly understand the world that is going on outside of you. You are constantly in creation mode. You are always creating a reality of what's being reflected into the world now. And the more that you can become aware of what you are actually creating at all times in the systems that you have running right now in your subconscious mind that is running that you might not even become actually aware of that's running, then the more control you will have of the reality you are willing to create with the divine and the reality you are creating for all of us here. Because you and the divine are one, just as you and me are one. Understanding unity consciousness and that separation is the illusion that they have fed us. Once you can achieve this, you can meet the rest of us in the same unity consciousness, truly creating heaven on earth. What people don't realize is we are interdimensional beings, and heaven can be seen in the spiritual realm, which is also, if the kingdom of light is within you, that means your lower chakras. Okay, so imagine this, visualize this, your base of your spine, right? Go within you, and the kingdom of light is within you, right? And imagine the base of your spine, all right? And now we're just going to go up your entire spine. Well, you have your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus. This can all be seen as the physical realm. And then you have your heart chakra, and this is where the bridge to the astral realm and the spiritual realm, which is the higher heart chakra and the lower heart chakra. But that's also the 4D, okay? And this is where the heart chakra is located. So that's the 4th dimension. And then you get into your higher chakras, which is the throat chakra, third eye, and crown chakra. And this is when you start getting into the spiritual realm. Well, all of these different realms, all of these different dimensions are all within you right now. And what people don't realize is they're also reflected outside of us right now. They're trying to put all these chemtrails and all these chemicals and stuff in the sky. Why? Because what is up there? What would be reflected up there? What would be up there would be the sun. They're trying to block out the sun, which would be the light. Yes. Which could be represented as our third eye chakra. They're trying to block that out so that people don't raise their consciousness. But that's also what we're going up against every single day. That's what we are transmuting. All this energy is being, everything that is being reflected outside of us is because within us, within one of us, it has created that reality for us. And that's what we need to become aware of. The more we can become aware of our reality and what we are creating now, the more that we can actually create heaven on earth. So if we are raising our vibration, crystallizing our chakras, literally becoming an entire different being, because now we're operating on a higher caliber of energy, which allows us to create heaven on earth, because you have to be at a higher caliber in order for you to actually access the spiritual realm to even create heaven on earth. Because in the spiritual realm, that's when you access the higher dimensional aspect of yourself, and that is your true self. And when you can actually access that, and you can cross the rainbow bridge, which is located in the 4D, which is the heart chakra. Remember, you have to open up your heart chakra to Christ consciousness. The more that you can open up to Christ, the more you will allow that Christ conscious energy to flow completely through you and engulf you, allowing you to become the I am God itself, because you and God are one. And once you can bridge all dimensions together and merge them together and anchor in the 4D, 5D, and 3D, which are this, your solar plexus, heart chakra, the throat chakra. Once you can actually anchor all three of those in to each other, almost like clicking them into place, that allows you to become a full anchor and bridge for all realms. And that's what they don't want us to access. And that's why they throw all of this negative energy towards us. And a lot of people, some people, we irritate their demons because we're such a high caliber, because we understand things like this. Like, you are such a beautiful individual. You are so powerful. Do you really understand that? But that's how we create heaven onto earth, is because we were able to evolve and access the higher aspect of us. And as we've accessed that higher aspect of us, now we are manifesting it into this physical realm, creating the new earth itself. See, what people don't realize is this new earth, some people look around and they're like, oh my gosh, I thought there was going to be like literally a new earth. Like, they're waiting for like a brand new world. Like, they're waiting to like the sky to open up and Christ to come through, and like, so we like, I don't know, everyone's expecting the raptures for like this alien invasion or something to come and like zap us up and then take us to this whole new world. But what people don't realize is that world is within us. So it's all a mindset. That's literally what it is. If you want a new earth, then it's about creating that new earth. But before you create that new earth, you have to begin within yourself first by creating a new perspective, shifting into a permanent, abundant mindset. And this is what allows you to shift into that 5D. It's about shifting from the 3D perspective, which is more of an ego-based, materialistic based mindset, which is normally a lack mentality. Okay, you're gonna have that scarcity mentality. But the 5D is about shifting into a higher perspective of consciousness permanently. That means you have transmuted enough of your shadow aspects, or your shadow thoughts, I guess I should say, and integrated that, which allowed you to permanently move from that mindset of every once in a while to, going back and forth to, sometimes you're to be in a really happy mood, positive all the time. And then sometimes you have bad days because that's just what happens. But it's about those bad days, learning how to even ride the wave with that. And that's when you really become permanently in that like abundant mindset. Like, oh, everything's going to work out for me. Instead of getting angry about certain situations that happen or cry, you're going to learn more how to master yourself and stay in that permanent 5D mindset, which is going to shift your perspective and create a new foundation from within you, which is going to allow you to create from the higher vibrational frequencies of the new earth. And now that you are operating on these higher vibrational frequencies and you're creating from a different caliber of energy, this is what allows us to bring in the true kingdom of light here onto this world. We are creating the kingdom of light right now, each one of you. But in order to do that, in order to truly bring in the true kingdom of light, we had to actually access that kingdom of light. You had to gain access to that kingdom. Does that make sense? But if we all begin to vibrate at a higher caliber of energy, if we all gain access by the Heavenly Father into the kingdom itself, then we can truly create heaven onto earth. We all have within us the blueprint to create the kingdom of light that the Heavenly Father would like us to manifest into this world so that we can create the new earth. You are the architect. You have the blueprint within you, and every single second of this moment right now, you are creating that experience, not just for yourself, but also for others. So always be mindful of what it is that you are speaking and saying, behaving, because the more love you can produce within you, that means the more love that is overflowing into the world. The more sacred knowledge you are learning and wisdom you are gaining, that also means you are helping others, because we don't just gain all that knowledge for nothing. We help others, at least you should be helping others by giving them that information, because even though you learned some information that might have been pointless to you, it might be helpful to someone else, or even new information just in general. These topics help other people evolve. We are unity consciousness. The more that each of us are learning, that's more of us that are continuously evolving together, right? So the higher your vibration and consciousness, the more it will integrate the interdimensional worlds at this time, which in return will open up more interdimensional realities for others to access as well. So buckle up, everyone, because this world is about to get even more weirder, and especially as we begin to access our interdimensional selves. We will definitely begin to reflect that in our beautiful physical world we have going on here. And yes, I do say beautiful because not all of it is... There's a lot of poisonous, toxic stuff that we've done to the world that if we stopped doing it and helped it, I believe that we could actually help Mother Gaia. I don't feel like we're too far gone. I think we're continuously helping with her, and as long as we continue to work with her, she'll be nice to us and she won't wipe us out. That's why there's some places right now that are having these earthquakes or volcanoes are exploding places, and it's crazy chaos going on in places. But if you really think about it, some of these places are kind of really not doing well for the earth at the moment. So I believe that as she's waking up, a lot of these places are becoming active again, as the big reset has started and the big shift is occurring now. It's a beautiful time to be alive, because just imagine we're on the good side of it. Thank God for that. Because I wouldn't want to be pissing off God. Oh no. That's something I'm thankful for. That's why I'm extremely obedient to my creator. Yes. Yeah, definitely don't want to piss off my creator in any way. I try not to. I can only imagine. I mean, I've been through judgment. If you're tuning in, we go through judgment. So like, you know how karma is. Sometimes it comes in, whoops your ass, and it, you just need that ass whooping every once in a while, because that's just what you need. But most of us, we learn and we keep moving. But hey, the more of us that get knocked down and get back, dust ourselves off, learn, get back up, and come back even stronger. Those are the ones that are inspiring the people. Those are the true leaders right there. So those are the ones that more than anything need to step up to the front line right now. We need more people like that, more inspirations for the masses so that they can be inspired to move in the right direction, to change their lives just as we are, right? Create with love. And we need more people who are in their actual divine essence, in vibrating at a higher caliber, so that they can actually be showing the world and the masses out here what it means to truly be a gentleman, what it means to truly be a goddess, what it means to truly be these kings and queens, and how we should truly be acting. And you gotta show the masses by example. And that's why we are supposed to be in the spotlight right now this year in 2024, why we are being pushed into leadership positions and people are looking up to us, because we are in our divine essence, radiating and vibrating at this beautiful caliber that is inspiring others to do so. You show others how to love not just themselves, but learn how to love others by being an example. So make sure that you are being an example and inspiration to others that is good. And maybe after, you get done listening to this, go into self-reflective mode. If you're not being your best self, that's okay. That's fine. We have our days, we have our moments, we have our weeks, but don't allow it to be more than that. You give yourself 3-4 days, all right? And that's what we get, okay? And then we got to get up and keep going. But but give yourself that moment, because some people don't even do that, and you got to give yourself that moment. It's the balance of life, right? But one of the best habits you can do every single day for yourself, okay, is show yourself a form of self-love. Do something every single day that shows yourself that you are loving yourself and that you care about yourself, because self-love is the highest vibration possible that you can radiate, because it shows that you are radiating unconditional love. And that is what will change the world. Love is what will change the world, my friend, because God and love are connected. It's one and the same. It's unity consciousness, and it flows through each of us, right through our hearts. So, if you want more love in the world, then you must become a higher vibration of love. Because remember, we are all different aspects of love. But nevertheless, you are unconditional love expressing itself. And God and love are the same. So, one of the best things that you can do every single day to show yourself love is to actually take a time to meditate. And as you are meditating and going within, I want you to imagine and picture a white golden light, okay? And I want you to start at your crown chakra and allow this white golden light to pour in through your crown chakra and allow it to move down, completely engulfing all of you until you're completely covered with this beautiful white golden light. And then I want you to allow yourself to grow that beautiful light inside of you, brighter and brighter. It might even allow you to feel completely warm as you are covering yourself with this beautiful bright light. Now, this will allow you to maintain your energy every single day by allowing you to transmute any energy within you that might be blocking you. All right. But I am actually going to, my stomach is starting to growl, so I'm going to go make me some food. But I love you guys so very much. And if anybody has any questions on anything that I have been speaking on today, just feel free to reach out to me. And for anyone who's interested in the Reiki Level 1 certification program that is soon to be out, for those of you who would like to know first, please go to lotusevolutionary.com, which is my website, and please sign up to become a member. All of my members who are part of my wellness center, of course, online, will be the first to know when the program is launched. All right, so I'm so very excited for my new beginnings because I know that means that every single one of you out there are also starting your brand new chapters for you. So I love you guys so very much, and I am wrapping you all in my love. Namaste.